We've all had days when everything seems to go wrong. You are getting ready for online classes and you forgot to charge your laptop. During your online lesson, your siblings making so much noise in the house. When your class ends for today, you finally can relax and take a break. But wait, your mom called you to help her. When does it end? Hi and Assalamualaikum. My name is Kutunisa Irdina binti Ahmad Asmanisha. Today I am going to talk about how to avoid stress during online class. Firstly, I want to know how this kind of online learning is viewed new normal in student life. During the first and second phases of the movement control order in Malaysia, initially March then extended to April, the majority of Malaysian universities began to conduct all classes entirely through online learning platforms. The Ministry of Higher Education then declared on 27 May that all university courses must be conducted fully online with no face-to-face teaching allowed until December. The Malaysian Education Ministry instructed all universities to allow students to return home and inform them that all teaching and learning activities will be carried out online until further notice. As a result, the only safe and practical way to conduct online learning and teaching activities is via online distance learning. However, several important factors affecting the implementation of online learning technologies needed to be considered by the managers of these institutions, such as internet speed, coverage, and time constraints faced by both educators and students. At the same time, many Malaysian press and news agencies and some members of education institutions began reporting student complaints about the anxieties and challenges they experienced while learning online. Every student deals with stress during this pandemic. Stress cannot be avoided. It is a normal part of our life. It is important to know what are causes and ways to reduce stress during online class. First, I will discuss about the sources of stress. According to the Student Stress Survey based on the Student Stress Scale and the Taylor Manifest Anxiety Scale, intrapersonal sources of stress were determined to be the most common sources of stress. Firstly, change in sleeping habits. Second, vacations or breaks. Third, change in eating habit. Fourth, responsibility. Fifth, increased class overload. And lastly, financial difficulties and change in social activities were also frequently reported stresses. But from the article exploring the impact of the COVID-19 pandemic on university students' learning life mentioned that the causes of student stress is from information and work overload, difficulty adapting and unfamiliarity with the new online learning environment, and personal health challenge. Now, I will explain more about this. Firstly, information and work overload. Previous research has reported that instructors have exhibited excessive concern for finishing the syllabus on time, which is the result of fear and panic among educators regarding how to complete the program of study. Other than that, the design of teaching plans remain unchanged even though COVID-19 has forced universities to change the way they teach and communicate. Some university instructors and students have little experience on or training in using, assessing, and managing online distance education. This is consistent with previous research which indicated that the sudden emergence of COVID-19 means some instructors and students are facing extra challenge because of a lack of online teaching and learning experience. Second causes of student stress is difficulty adapting and unfamiliarity with the new online learning environment. During COVID-19 pandemic, the majority of educational institutions are relying heavily on the using of online learning platforms, which is very challenging for computer illiterate learners. Not all learners have the necessary knowledge and skill and resources needed to keep themselves competent in the use of online platforms. The COVID-19 pandemic also forced many students to enter unfamiliar environments as they have to fully adopt online learning and adapt to studying from home through virtual online platforms. However, when students encounter an unfamiliar environment, it prompts stress and poor mental well-being, and consequently, some students find it hard to adapt to the new environment. Third point of causes of student stress is personal health challenge. Online class affect the mental health of parents, students, and even teachers. For individuals who have existing mental health problems, it may worsen. Imagine how is it like for a kid to spend hours every day in front of Zoom without social interaction and playtime with their friends. Teachers and professors also have increased workloads and are pressured to deliver quality learning without face-to-face classes. Now, after talking about causes of student stress during online class, I will give the most common stress relievers. There are many ways to avoid stress during online class, which is get the family support. Family support, especially during the unexpected crisis, plays a major role in every individual's life. Family support has been even more important during the COVID-19 pandemic in assisting students to be more resilient during online learning. However, the presence of family could actually as a double-edged sword in the new online learning environment. On one hand, some families could help students to adapt and adopt the online learning environment by motivating them and increasing their well-being, while on the other hand, family could also increase stress and anxiety if they are not supportive. Second, get enough sleep. Teaching ourselves how to manage stress begins something simple, which is getting enough sleep. A good night's sleep is critical not only for online learning success, but for keeping your stress levels manageable. Sleep is a powerful stress reducer. Following a regular sleep routine calms and restores the body, improves concentration, regulates mood, and sharpens judgment and decision making. You are a better problem solver and are better able to cope with stress when you are well rested. The National Sleep Foundation recommends 7 to 9 hours of sleep for both young adults, which is 18 years old until 35 years old, and adults 36 years old until 64 years old. Third, exercise. Exercise may not always easily fit into our schedule, regardless of whether we earning our degree online or just overly busy. But it is a time-tested way to manage stress for a reason. Even a brisk 10-minute walk can boost endorphins, improve our mood, and more. Endorphins are the feel-good neurotransmitter that are responsible for the coveted runner's high. This is the sense of well-being and euphoria that many people experience after exercise. It is a stress management technique that's not only good for online education, it is also good for body and mind as well. Fourth, get organized. Between academics and everyday commitments, we are going to be busy while earning our degree online. A cannot lose stress management technique for busy students is to get organized and stay organized. Keep our desk neat. Create folders on our computer, map out our quarter of a semester, and set reminders for important dates. Once you get organized, we will feel stress level go down immediately. Lastly, other way to avoid stress during online class is manage time wisely. From getting up early and prioritizing tasks to avoid the distraction and setting goals, managing our time wisely will give us the structure we need to tackle both our academic and personal to-do list while learning online. It is a stress management tip that takes some time to master, but one that will improve many aspects of our life for years to come. Example of time management tips for online learners include making a task calendar for yourself and delegating tasks to others. In conclusion, every student deals with stress during this pandemic. Stress cannot be avoided. It is a normal part of our life. It is important to know what are causes and ways to reduce stress during online class. I have done about sharing my point on causes of stress and ways to reduce stress during an online class. I believe that for many of us, university is a difficult period in our lives. However, if you take charge and concentrate on reducing stress, you will be able to enjoy student life to the fullest and will be far less confused and stressed. Thank you.